Don't think you're alone if you're new to prepping.
Not at all. That has to be the #1 comment we receive from viewers, is that someone is brand new to prepping. So, starting with prepping, you have to take your first steps, but more importantly, you have to be very smart about your first steps.
So here you go. Here are some of the first steps you should take. Money smart.
First thing I have to stress, and I can't stress this enough, do not put yourself into debt or into deeper debt to buy things for prepping. Don't do it. It's a very easy trap to fall into. And I know, I get it. Things are very scary right now. We're living in scary times. But you putting yourself into further debt is going to make things even worse for you. And I know in your mind, I've been there before too, you're thinking, if I don't buy this item, I'm going to die in the future. You're not going to die.
We eventually all die, but not yet.
Yeah, we all die. But not because of this one item, hopefully.
Guys, and if you have extra money, just be smart with how you spend it. It's very important.
Yeah, do planning. Try to figure out what you need and make a plan for it. Don't simply just, again, panic buying is something we never stress on this channel. Just relax. Prepare so you don't live in fear, but don't do panic buying. That's living in fear. Don't do that. Make lists.
Lots and lots of lists. I cannot express that enough. Lists are so important. You can watch many of our other videos and they will help you out in the list. You guys can write it on paper. You can do it on computers. Use washi tape and Sharpies like I love to do. Get creative with them.
Yeah, and then from the list, then you prioritize and buy what you need to. And for the fact that if you make the list, it also helps so you won't panic buy.
Exactly.
Because if you go to the store and they have 12 cans of corn, who doesn't love delicious corn? You're going to just buy it, but if it's not on your list, you're actually much less tempted to buy it. Not to mention, if you actually need to buy something that actually costs more money than just food, your list help you actually make a plan, possibly buying it on sale,
yes,
on clearance, off of eBay, Craigslist, if you still use Craigslist.
Probably don't buy corn off of Craigslist.
People do.
Or eBay. How about eBay? I don't know.
Yeah, eBay corn.
No, don't buy eBay corn.
Also, you can get Facebook Marketplace.
Yes, that is a good one.
Again, not necessarily talking about food, although who knows, you might find that in Facebook Marketplace. So what you do, you find anything there. But if you actually have your list set up, you'll know exactly what to buy, and you can actually put your priorities as far as what you need to buy, and then find the best price for it.
Exactly, best price.
Prepare a storage.
Now you want to do this ahead of time. You're going to want to find a place that you're going to keep all your stuff. It's going to be under the bed, maybe an empty closet, somewhere in the basement, but you need to guess what size and how much you can buy in that area.
Yeah, and a real quick funny story. When we first started prepping years and years ago, we only had so much room in our house. It was a small house. So I actually built a bed. I built a frame for it, and it was high, so tons of tubs could fit underneath the bed. You actually had to get on steps to get up in the bed.
Yeah.
It was so high, but it worked.
It did.
We prepared with a lot of storage that way. Other options, obviously, if you have them, is a basement, a crawl space.
Yeah.
But back in the day, people used to bury stuff. And I'm not saying don't do that either. So I would probably put it in a tub before you bury it.
Yeah.
But trying to find places anywhere you possibly can for storage is the key. But the key is have your storage first before you even start buying a single item.
That way you know where to put it.
Yeah, and then lastly, you have to account for pests, bugs, mice. But we love PREPS, but so do mice.
They do.
I don't know why they loved it, but there's nothing worse than you spend all this time and money into buying some food and then the mice get it.
Yep, those walnuts that they like.
Yeah, we lost some walnuts to them, so we ate the mice. We didn't. That's disgusting. Prioritize items.
Every family is different. Some families that may have little children may need formula or diapers and wipes, where if you're older, maybe you'll need Depends or Insure for that. Every family is different.
And it also depends on where you live too. If you live in an apartment, you're not going to be buying massive bulk things for your house. If you live out in the country, you have to take account for other things. So make sure, again, it goes back to list, but prioritize those lists so you know exactly what's best for your situation. Because you don't want to make it so you're going to get caught with too many items or the wrong items in your house. You need to really think about it and be smart.
Prep in stages.
Not everybody is on the same level or the same stage of prepping by any means. Again, this particular video is devoted to somebody just getting into it, but older preppers watch this and I'm sure they'll glean information too. You'll never know everything you're supposed to know for prepping, but stages is actually the most important part in my opinion, because it gives you short, attainable goals rather than simply just filling your house up full of stuff. Let me show you.
Begin by stockpiling 3 days of food and water.
Think of breakfast, lunch, and dinner for each day.
Think of water, a gallon a day per person.
And it's pretty easy to get started from there.
Next, prepare for 2 weeks. Enough food to get you through.
14 gallons of water, again, 1 per person per day. Next stage, plan for a month. Now consider bulk foods.
Such a long time. Consider a variety of foods.
It makes it so it's not so boring, but always only get foods you like.
30 gallons of water. Now 6 months to 2 years.
We're talking about lots and lots of long-term storage of foods.
Lots of bulk food.
And at this point, you're not stockpiling water, but now you need to have a water source other than your storage.
Finally, long term.
Consider long-term survival rather than just stockpiling.
Protection, sustainability, and self-reliant.
At this point, it's a whole new game, a whole new strategy to think about.
There you go. There are your 5 steps in helping you prepare.
Yeah, getting ready and doing it the smart way, thinking about it and not getting completely scared and do panic buying. What else would you add to this list? I'm sure some things more of the veteran preppers can actually add to this or take away or change. By all means, put them in the comments below and let's get a discussion. Thanks so much for following along and watching us, and check out this next video.